Hey there, welcome to Joey's Tech. In this video, you will learn to solve a problem known as remove duplicates from sorted array. I'll explain to you the complete algorithm and the Java program step by step, so make sure you watch this video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel Joey's Tech and press the bell icon, because that way you won't miss out on these programming and algorithm tutorial videos I make for you. Let's now move to understanding the problem statement. You are given an array of integers. This array of integers is sorted in non-decreasing order. You need to return the number of unique integers from this array. This is the ask. Also, there is one more ask. You need to make sure that the unique integers from this array are placed in the first part of the same array. So if the array has these integers as its elements and the unique integers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 from this array, then these 5 integers should be placed in the first 5 cells of this array ARR. Okay? The program should be least concerned about what is stored in the remaining cells of the array. However, the output with this array provided as input will be 5, as there are 5 unique integers. You can read the problem statement in detail on the Leetcode website as well. I have given the link to the problem in the description box. Now let's do a little work on creating the algorithm first. I have placed the array over here. We will iterate over this array only once to accomplish the purpose. If you check the first cell of the array, then it contains 0. So let the first cell contain 0, and according to the question, in the next cell, that means the cell at index 1 should contain the next unique integer. Let's keep it in the record that we need to place the next unique integer in the cell at index 1. To do that, we can create a variable and let's call it pause and assign 1 to it. Okay, now we start from the element at index 1 and let's compare it with the element in the previous cell. Since the array is sorted in non-decreasing order, it's actually a blessing, because the previous integer, if equal, indicates that the current integer is a duplicate. But if it is not equal, it's another unique integer that we have hunted down. Alright, you'll grasp it completely once we complete all the iterations. So over here, it's 0. This cell contains 0. We compare it with the previous cell, and the value of the previous cell is also 0, which means the value of the current cell is a duplicate. So we ignore it and move ahead to the next iteration. Here the value is 1. We compare it with the previous cell. The value of the previous cell is 0. They are not equal. Hence 1 is our new unique integer. Thus we are going to insert 1 into the cell at index given by this pause variable. The index over here is 1, so we are going to insert 1 into the cell at index 1. Now the next unique integer is going to be inserted into the next cell, so we need to increment the value of this variable pause by 1. Hence it becomes 2, and also we move to the next element. Okay, that means the next iteration. The value in this cell is 1. Let's compare it with the value stored in the previous cell. The value in the previous cell is 1. They both are equal. Hence, the algorithm is going to consider this one as the duplicate, and it's going to ignore this cell. And it's going to move to the next iteration, where the element stored is again 1. It's going to compare it with the value of the previous cell. The value of the previous cell is 1. Hence, for the algorithm, the value of this cell is also a duplicate, and it's going to ignore it. And it's going to move to the next cell. So the value in this cell at index 5 is 2. The algorithm is going to compare this value with the value of its previous cell. The value of the previous cell is 1. They both are not equal. Hence, for the algorithm, this is another unique integer, and it's going to insert this 2 into the cell at index 2. So which is the cell at index 2? It's 0, 1, 2. So it's going to insert 2 into this cell. Alright. The algorithm is going to increment the value of this variable pos by 1. So it becomes 3. That means the next integer, the next unique integer it hunts down, it is going to insert into the cell at index 3. Okay. Now the algorithm moves to the next element, next cell, which contains 2. It's going to compare this 2 with the value of its previous cell, which is again 2. So for the algorithm, this is a duplicate integer. Hence it's going to ignore it again. And it's going to move to the next cell. The value in this cell is 3. The algorithm is going to compare this 3 with the value stored in the previous cell, which is 2. They both are not equal. Hence for the algorithm, this 3 is a new unique integer. So it's going to insert this 3 into the cell at index 3. Let me put 3 over here. And then the algorithm is going to increment this value to 4. Alright. That means the next unique integer it finds, it will insert it into the cell at index 4. The algorithm moves to the next cell. The next cell contains 3. It compares this 3 with the value stored in the previous cell, which is 3 again. So for the algorithm, this is a duplicate integer. So it ignores it and moves to the next cell, which is the last cell of this array. Here the value is 4. The algorithm compares it with the value stored in the previous cell, which is 3. They both are not equal. So for the algorithm, 4 is a new unique integer. And it's going to insert this 4 into the cell at index 4, which is this cell. So it's going to place 4 over here, and then it's going to increment this value 4 by 1, and thus the final value of the variable pos becomes 5. Interestingly, the value of this variable pos returns the unique integers from this sorted array, and that's the solution. I hope the algorithm is clear to you. Let's write a Java program that implements this algorithm. This is my IntelliJ IDE in which I have created this class in my project in which I'll write the program. To start with, I'll create the main function. So I'm going to simply write PSVM, and IntelliJ is going to do the rest of the work for me. We are going to first declare and initialize the array. So we are going to write int square brackets, let's call this array ARR only, new int square brackets again, and let's put in the elements. So it will be 0 0 1 1 1 2 2 3 3 4. Okay, this is the array in question. The next step will be to declare and initialize a variable pos to 1. We already saw that, so let's do that. It will be int pos equals to 1. Now we are going to start a for loop that is going to run from the cell at index 1 till the last cell of this array ARR. So let's write the syntax. It will be for int I equals to 1, I less than ARR dot length I plus plus. Within the body of the for loop, we are going to write if, and as its condition, we are going to write ARR I not equals to ARR I minus 1. So what we are doing here is we are comparing the value of the current cell of this array ARR with the value of its previous cell. Now if they don't match, then we'll have to place the current cell's value into the cell at index defined by this variable pos. So it will be ARR within square brackets, it will be pos equals to ARR I. And once we have done it, we are going to increment the value of the variable pos. So it will be pos plus equals to 1. We have used the addition assignment operator over here. That's it. This completes the logic. The next thing that we are going to do is print the value of pos, and that will be our output. So we are going to write system.out.println, and within its brackets we'll write pause. Okay. Let's also print the items of this array ARR and check if they match with the items of the array that we created during the algorithm discussion phase. For that, we are going to write another for loop, and it will be j this time. It's going to start from 0. It's going to run till the last index of this array ARR. So it will be ARR.length j++, and I am interested in printing all the elements of the array ARR side by side, so I am going to simply write system.out.print, not println, and then I'll write ARR within brackets j, concatenation operator, space. Okay, so the program is complete. Let's run the program and check the output. There you go. The program prints that there are 5 unique integers in this array, which is the main output, and you can see that the items of this array ARR exactly match with the items of the array that we created moments ago. The program is concerned with the first 5 elements, and it doesn't care about the elements stored in the remaining cells of this array ARR. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed learning this problem from Joyce Tech. I look very much forward to helping you with programming and algorithms, so make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new to it. I'll see you in the next video of Joyce Tech. Only for this video, goodbye and take very good care of yourself.